Hi, friends. It's very pleasant to be with you, and I'm here to be just here to just share about my small experience about how I've been to the pranic healing, how it has helped me in terms of my growth in my career in my life. Okay. First thing I will let me try to say that when did I started my pranic healing journey was I had my first healing experience in around the end of the October. Then after the first type of experience, it's been even a month. I had a very good sleep after a long, because usually I will be sleeping at 2 a.m. or 3 p.m. So 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Then I will be waking up at 7 to 8. Then I started working in a bank, because I was working in a bank as an operation manager. Was I'll be entering to the office at 8 or 8:30. Then I will be coming out at mostly at the average of 10 plus. That is my routine. It's been the past 7 to 8 years that was been there. That, but I found that there is something it has been itching in my heart and mind. I found whether this career is good or not, or I having a very good right path or not. So I thought of that. Oh, why can't I experience? Why can't I be enter into the pranic healing than just having to go and have a heal alone? So then I was being at our rapport with the center peoples. Then I was awaiting for some classes. I started my first class on, I think it's around December. I had my December 29th. I had my first class of basic pranic healing. After that, I came to know that this is something which is you needed. I decided. So before entering to the pranic heal, to be frank, I didn't have an offer. I was so what to say, so frustrated, and I was not done, because I after the having a very good session of pranic healing the first time in the month of October, my there is some gut feeling has said me that that you can quit your job and you will find, and damn sure you will get something good. So that has happened, and also the thing to be luck, I got a very good offer in Malaysia. Right now, I'm in Malaysia, which has been called one of the good company and the good salary. And within the short time, I was got a call from this company that I will be getting hired on the end of the December. They was mid of the December. They was informing that there will be a possibility can move soon. Then I got a call from them that to start my documents, and I think it's Jan 6th. And within a week, I need to fly off. Oh my God. I don't know whether there's a possibility of doing it or not. I was just thinking like, I don't know whether I have these possibilities or not. But all of a sudden, I went to the January 6th, and to the embassy, and had my all the formalities. Within a week, I
It's
got my
0 hours.
visa for the single entry visa for the 3 months. Within the 3 months, I need to enter. This is what I got it. Then I was being enrolled for the advanced class. I was very much worried that, that to be frank, it has not been a part whether I can attend the class or not, because the total strength of the class was very much just as the 3 to 4 members. The center was only that we can plan or we can postpone for a while, so that we can get some more people to get run. I was just requesting the people, and I was I was playing the master. Please, I don't want to miss the class. I don't want to miss the class. To be frank, as soon as my visa came, I think my visa came on 15th. I got into the class in January 19th. I did my 18th and 19th, I think so. I did my advance. Then within a week, I think after the completion of the week, the 19th, I completed the course in advance. Then within a week, I came 25th, just the 6 days. You can see, just the 6 days, I came back to the Malaysia. Then within the game, I reached Malaysia. Then I found that before starting itself, I found that planning is something is good. So what I did is I started figuring out the location of the pranic centers. I found 2 centers nearby to me. I was visiting the first center which is far more. I was being there for the first. I think it's the first full moon meditation which I had in my Malaysia in the February first week. Then I did my research on something, whether anything in any centers nearby, so that I can do further or I can spend time with them. So what I did is I got some more centers somewhat nearby. So what I did, then I started traveling to daily or weekly, thrice or 4 times per week to be there, because it has been helping a lot. But all of a sudden we got a lockdown in March. I think no one can say that with this, the help of the pranic healing and also with my diet food, I have survived for the 4 months. I think March, April, May, June. I think it's May, it's somewhat here everything in Malaysia has got a little bit free. So I was happy. So this is what how my journey to the pranic healing started. Then to be frank, I just completed my pranic healing psychotherapy in Malaysia. I think a week back, just on 22nd of the June. Then right now I have three certifications of the pranic healing. And one more thing, after the learning into the pranic healing, I came to know that this is one of the things that everyone should learn. I don't mean to the forcefully that everyone should learn, but I found that this is one thing that we don't use any kind of methodologies like more type of like different something like logos, many things. Instead of that, we are just using the energy, just just of the prana energy. We are going to use it, and we are getting healed, or we can heal others. Even I have experienced it for myself first. Then I started experiencing with my parents because they have a my mother's having a regular leg pain. She can't able to tolerate. I was healing her. Then, to be frank, my dad was met with a small accident, so he was not able to walk. So he's been a little bit dark. I have tried with him, and for the myself, I think what I was very mad about the thinking. My mind is like a wonky. It will be thinking like when I start learning more and more and more in terms of pranic healing, it has helped me a lot and to get a little bit stabilized, streamline, and a good concentrate, and also to look to come out of my some stresses. Okay, and one more thing I need to add is it has been to be the most see like a lucky for me. uh, I think a week back I was a get a call from my his sister's husband. The doctors has informed that she has to admitted to the hospital at any cost, and damn sure that she need to be operated as soon as within a week. Oh, I was my what is it? My sister's husband was so much is a very much devastated mode. He don't know what to do. Then I was checking with my friends in the pranic healing team. Then I said, "What can I do?" He said, "Just to start bless them. That's it." I just started to bless them. That's it. They said. I was just blessing them. Then I was doing a prayer. I was just thinking about that. I was praying to the mat. Even I did that. I didn't do healing to them also. I was just praying to them, and I was praying to the master to bless my sister, to bless my sister. That's it. I did it within a week, within a day. The next day, when I was speaking to the people, the next day my sister was admitted in the hospital, and she delivered a boy kid, and she is very good, fine. Now he is happy. And to be frank, I was never expected that why does this pranic healing do something. So to be frank, it has been extremely on it is like a soul of me, because my soul is purely related to the pranic healing. I think so, because when I started to learning my each and every levels of the pranic healing, I found there is some more changes in my life. First thing, when I about to enroll to the classes, I was in a mode that I don't have career, because I was just out of my job, because I quit my job on December 12th. I was about to leave, and I have been no jobless. I didn't not even have tried a job, and within a week I was got a call by my friend that yeah, I'm going to hire you for one of my firm in Malaysia. So I was happy that I came here. Then then all of a sudden I came here. Then even I too started my own concern in my country to have something about which I learned about this 8 years about financial, so that I can help people in the how to guide the peoples, and how to the people earn money, and how to save money. That is what the basic business idea I had in my life. So I started it. Then I found that, but I need sometimes I need to get financially stabilized. So I was thinking that to start learning, start going for the new job. But all of a sudden I got the offer here. You see, I had my first class on 29th of the December. Next on the 19th of the January. Now the recent psychotherapy ad is June 22nd. These are everything within a short speed. Everything is just like that's it. It has been done a lot in my life. So people's friends, to be frank, I was much financially worried. I was having a more amount of liabilities. But when I learned this pranic healing, and in the concept of tithing is a very thing which has helped me. Because when I reached it, I was very much singered. I was my much worried about my salary, how I going to pay my rents, how I going to pay my loans, which is available in India, which I am going to plan it. I was very much worried. I don't know what can I do, because I was paid in an uneven interval. Then within a short of short period of time, I started to get when I started to get my first salary, and I started my tithing. Tithing is letting, but how it is like a donation. It can be either there's some method more in details. You can learn when you started to know about it. Pranic Healing, you can know about the tithing. The tithing is the only thing which has helped me a lot in terms of coming out of my what is the liabilities, and I was happy. Even I am paying my EMIs, I was still happy that I can able to survive. I can able to plan my funds. This is the one thing Pranic Healing has given me the most ever courage, so that I can face the life without any hesitation and without any frustration like that. So, friends, this is about my small startup about how I learned, how I was in, and how I had been, and how I been pursuing in Pranic Healing. That's it. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Atma Namaste. Namaskar.